Yo! Who are all these strangers here? We've added 2.
There must be a sign-up list because...
And then there were 4.
And then there were 4.
My guy,
Damn right.
my guy.
Okay.
Young
Good,
blood.
nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Preston,
Faces Preston.
co-host. Yeah.
What's your at?
Faces_press10.
Okay.
Hey, great to have you. Hey, well, welcome to another episode of the Faces Podcast. Here with my host, Dre, at Dre.
Yo, Liquid Death, shout out. Liquid Death back on the potty.
As you can see, we've added 2 more members to this podcast. How should we introduce these guys?
Let's start with You're Right.
Well, this is Andre. If you haven't been watching, I understand.
No, we could go ahead and start with Young Blood over here. Young Blood, a.k.a. Aiden.
Hey,
What's good, y'all?
A.k.a. my little brother.
welcome to the party, young blood.
Glad to be here.
Yes, great to
Finally,
have
after
you.
working behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Critical component of this podcast. He's always been behind the scenes. You might have heard his voice in other podcasts.
might have seen him in the videos
Yeah, that's true.
with the camera.
But now officially a member and mic'd up speaker on this podcast,
Yeah.
offering his intelligence, and he resonates with the youth, I think.
He's a qualified Gen Zer.
And then to my left, we have the newest member and brand new.
Straight from Armenia.
Get this right, guys. Straight from the front lines.
We've got G, our best friend.
Gabriel, Atian, Alejandro. It's not in that order, but
There's a Garcia somewhere in it.
Facts.
And a Marquez.
Maybe.
Good to have you, G. How's it
Yo,
feel?
appreciate it. Nah, I mean, I've been hearing some of your stuff from abroad, and it's nice to be next to my boys that I grew up around, in and around.
You're always around, in and about.
In and about.
Yeah.
Nah, but glad to be here.
I love
And thank you.
yeah, man, it feels good to have you on the pod. The 3 amigos are back creating together,
Absolutely.
and I think that's like one of the main reasons why we agreed to all this. We all have such great minds, and when we put them together, greatness happens. And so I'm
so
excited.
I think with that said, we should just get right into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's the first celebrity nude you ever seen? I'll start. Vanessa Hudgens. Photo bucket.
Photo bucket. God
Throwback,
damn,
right?
dude. That's
Celebrity.
hella throwback.
Now, G, you gotta help me out with this one, because I know that maybe you put me onto this picture, this fame picture,
The Vanessa Hudgens one?
the Vanessa Hudgens.
I had my plugs.
Yeah.
I had my connections, you know.
This must have been 2006 or 7. 2007.
I think it was.
I think it was fresh off
When did High School Musical come out? Because it was pretty much fresh off that.
Yeah.
Like 6 months.
I mean, she was popping and of age, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Could have been 18, 17.
Yeah, what were we,
Probably.
like 14?
Probably.
Yeah, so hey, we were the victims there.
We were 12,
Yeah.
realistically.
I remember seeing Vanessa Hudgens, she was obviously taking these pictures for somebody, right? Zac Efron,
Mr.
I think, is a
Efron.
rumor.
Oh, dude, for sure. It was Zephron.
Yeah. Do you think he was the one who leaked them?
I don't know.
He probably.
My memory is a little foggy there.
Honestly, I think he sent them to a homeboy or
Mhm.
two, and maybe they leaked them.
I think he wasn't giving money to his homeboy, so homeboy had to make a profit somehow, and he profited.
It's crazy.
Probably sold them to Photo Bucket.
It's crazy. How did that come out, though? Did you get this idea because of the screenshot I sent to you the other day?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Let them know.
Well, G sent me a screenshot. He has a whole curation of like hot babes, all tens. But she definitely has that look.
No, it was
What?
what I was playing at that time.
Oh no, it was Pornhub.
No, my bad. My bad. It was a screenshot of this video. He sent from Pornhub.
Pornhub top 10's trending.
Yeah.
No, but I sent you a clip of, because for some reason, like, I just started listening to Disney
He sends me a
music.
lot, so sorry. I got mixed up.
But
Discombobulated.
for some reason I started listening to Disney music because I was like looking at old photos, and then High School Musical came out, and then I forgot what song it was, but I was like, "Yo, this song kind of bangs," and I sent it to him. I think it was.
Oh, you sent me the screenshot of
So-
we're all in this together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
And then he's
So
like,
when he
"This
said that,
song-"
when he said that this song bangs, you immediately thought bang Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens, exactly.
And
like
then he sent
always
me a
wanted
photo.
to.
And then you went to go buy a bang.
I bought a
you-
bang. I was obviously a little bit tipsy
Banging.
off of the bang, and then I looked up. I found a whole website, which leads me to my second favorite celebrity nude, J Law.
J-Law.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really? That was only the second.
Wait,
that
who's
came out
J-Law?
like 5 years ago.
My second favorite, I said.
Oh, got it. You're right.
Yeah.
J-Law.
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh.
Hers are a little more detailed.
Mesquite. Oh no. Mesquite.
Mystique.
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 Katniss
Mystique was
from
the
Hunger Games?
off-brand
Mesquite.
the X-Men movie you bought at Circle K.
Smell that photo.
So I was El X-Men. I was
would come
watching.
with bean pods.
That was con profe.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Jennifer Lawrence always will remain top 5 in my book of
Top
like,
five. Top 5.
of like sexiest women. Her personality, her nudes, her acting.
Yeah.
Your nudes are great.
Nudes are awesome. What do you think, Youngblood? Do you have any favorite celebrity nudes?
Let's clarify this. Are you 18 or older?
I am 18 now.
Great. All right. So.
I honestly don't think I've ever seen a celebrity's nude.
Really?
Yeah.
Even
Kim?
Elijah? No. Who's the guy that plays Harry Potter? He has nudes.
Daniel Radcliffe?
Daniel
Oh,
Radcliffe.
he does.
Well, yeah, they're not technically.
Yeah.
He was naked in
Is
a
that
Broadway. play.
is that third favorite?
Yes.
Fourth probably.
Okay.
Fourth.
Yo, Wizard Harry.
Justin Bieber's third.
Before half his face was paralyzed.
Oh no! Dang.
Yo, can we talk about that? Has he like recovered?
Nah, I don't think those things.
I don't know.
No, that is something you can't recover from.
I mean,
But it's only
if
been like
he-
3 weeks.
I mean, he claims to have.
He's got the best doctors in the world, though.
He's claimed to have cured cancer, so I'm sure he's okay.
Yeah, he was getting advice from who is that rapper? A rapper.
I know him and DJ
Aaron
Vlad
Rodgers?
went at it.
DJ who?
Vlad
Yeah.
Went at it.
went at it.
They
Like,
did.
Well, like, cause DJ Vlad like hit him up, was like, "Yo, you should try these herbs that help with that condition," and he was like,
No, yes,
or
okay.
it was something.
It
like
was
that.
it was the rapper that DJ Vlad was interviewing. Who is that rapper though? Oh, I can't think of his name, but like he
Petey
was on-
Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
Seriously?
It was some no, it wasn't Petey Pablo, but some rapper was like telling
Yes,
him.
and
Sorry, it was Petey Pablo, and he was the one offering the herbs. But just imagine like how many tours he had to cancel and how many concert dates he had to cancel because of that.
and he's still rich. Damn.
damn.
Wait, but what's like the cause of that condition? Like is it
Shingles.
stress?
Shingles.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Monkeypox.
So if you've had shingles at one point,
It could cause it. Yeah.
oh
Could
shit!
potentially trigger
Watch out,
it.
because I've had shingles before.
Oh fuck.
You've had shingles before?
Yeah, when literally freshman year of high school.
Swear. You can get them that young?
Yeah,
I thought that was like a 40
dude, it was probably it sucked, but it was probably the best like.
Well,
time
now
of
you can
freshman
never get
year.
them again, right?
I don't think so, no. But it was probably the best time during freshman year because me and Preston were in Pie House, which is the honors house. We'd have so much work to do.
I was in Hufflepuff.
Dude, but literally because shingles comes out when you're like usually older, right? all the teachers that I had, like I was like, oh yeah, I have shingles, and they're like, oh, what the fuck, like, oh shit.
You fucking Benjamin Button.
They're like, dude, like if you need to like, you know, take a day off or like, you know, be a little late on your assignments, you know, that's I was like, say less.
Because of shingles, bro.
Because of shingles. I was just like,
Yeah.
bro, they kind of like are, they feel fire. I mean, they feel like they sting.
So if you had to choose between getting shingles or aphasia, what would you choose?
What's aphasia?
That's what Justin Bieber has.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, dude, shingles.
I thought
all
you were
day.
talking about.
Really?
I thought you were talking
I
about
like that that black singer,
Jaden
Fantasia. They're both black singers.
I thought you were talking about Jaden Smith.
Oh,
With Aphasia? Aphasia?
Damn, boy.
we'll have to
You
go to the young blood
slipping.
for that.
Survey says.
Survey says old. Out of the loop.
Fuck.
I think I would choose shingles,
Because they go away.
but it seems super uncomfortable.
So does
They are.
whatever Justin Bieber has goes away too.
Yeah, it goes
just
away.
takes time.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's like, I don't know, like shingles, I had them
yeah.
what at 14, 15. So like, I remember when I was in Miss Gutierrez's communications class, I was like doing my work, and all of a sudden it just felt like if a fire ant just bit me, and like all
You
where
for
the
sure
shingles-
had shingles? Like you were
Oh, facts. Like
diagnosed?
like
It wasn't like you looked on the internet.
it like originally, like the doctor thought it was a spider bite. Like I had a younger, like what is it, like the physician.
Circumcision.
Yes, the physician
False.
that like. No,
Stop the cap.
the physician, like they're the ones that like treat people that are under 18, right? So
Pediatrician.
there you go. Thank you.
Pediatrician. Bingo.
Bingo.
This guy knows what I'm talking about.
This guy knows what I'm talking about. So, she thought I had spider bites. She gave me medication for that, and then I was like, "Dude, this can't be a spider bite. It's been there for like a week, and it's like starting to burn. What the hell?" So then I went to my mom's doctor, who's like, she does blood work.
Your
and
mom
all
was
that.
seeing a pediatrician too?
Yes. Benjamin Button. No, but I went to her and she's like, "Oh, those, honey, you don't have spider bites. Those are shingles." I'm like,
That's
"What?"
scary as hell.
I didn't know what the hell shingles were. They're like, jingle bells,
Jingle bells.
and they're like, "Oh, you had chicken pox, right?" I was just like, and I'm like, I don't remember having chicken
We don't
pox.
believe in
either.
vaccines.
No, mama said no. I never had chicken pox. No, so I supposedly I had chicken pox, and then because of that, I had shingles, and yeah,
Yeah.
it sucked.
And it was throughout your whole body, or
It was
just
like on my
specific?
back, and then mostly like my neck, and then
It
some
was
of them went
rash?
to my.
or is
Yeah.
it just inner?
They almost look
plain.
like pimples, dude, but like pimples that like
Oh.
turn into like kind of not scabs, but kind of, you know.
Ah.
So then they feel like it feels like literally a fire ant bit you, and it's just like starting to burn,
God.
and it's like burning all up on your neck, and you're just like you can't touch it or scratch it, so you're just kind of just taking it like, fuck, this sucks. But
Like, oh yeah, daddy.
Dude.
but I
Daddy, chill.
got a hall pass from all my teachers. They're like, "Oh,
You
yeah,
did?
Damn.
How was that?
Shout out to not.
Shout out to
Miss
shout out to
Gutierrez.
Richard Ortiz, shout out.
Hey.
Hey, no, I remember when I broke my arm, I got this like nasty
Hand
ass.
job.
Richard Ortiz. Again.
That white man-
He's a menace.
He's
That
a
white
menace.
man was making rounds.
Yeah. I know. I remember I got this one like rash on my arm, and my arm was in a sling, and
I remember this
Actually, I have a photo of that.
because this is
Yeah.
this is when you broke your arm at a football game.
I broke my arm at a football game in Buena, but I got like this. I contracted this rash on it,
I
and it was
remember.
so nasty, dude. Like pussy.
Oh, yes. Oh yeah.
Underneath
Oh,
that.
damn.
On top of that, I couldn't wash my armpit.
Shit. Yep.
And that shit smelled.
Yep.
Dude,
I bet that stank
it turned
was-
into like a straight up biome. Like there was so much
What's his name
kombucha
from,
in my armpit, bruv.
from Kicking and Screaming.
But this rash, I forget. I used to
Young
remember.
Sung. Young son.
Oh my god.
No, honestly though, what was his name?
That guy Zach.
Zach. Shit.
We're looking at a photo of Press in his cast.
Don't worry, we'll get this.
My first casting
Golly.
since the couch.
What a bunch of young
Dude,
dudes.
but how was your arm smaller? Because everyone that
So
gets
yeah,
like that.
it was atrophied.
okay.
So small, little arm. My armpit wasn't
He's
able.
like the dude from Scary Movie.
I had to have my mom help me.
Let me get that pie.
Take my good hand. It was the worst, honestly. I got a lot of sympathy. I got a lot of sympathy.
I got a lot of
like
sympathy.
I like the personal attention, but I obviously lost a lot of strength in the arm. And like I'm saying, my armpit.
But he built that shit back up.
So the doctor told me you'll be just fine, son.
I had to shower with a plastic bag on my shoulder. It was horrible, but then I got the fucking skin rash, and it was so pussy. So much pussy. The most pussy in my life, bro. God, major
Ever
puss.
since the couch.
It's the couch. Hey, but nah. What's the worst affliction you've ever gotten? Disease.
Disease.
You too. Young blood.
Shit.
Maybe
I mean-
even like breaking your arm or something.
Oh, okay. I've broken
Breaking your heart.
Or maybe a broken heart.
broken my hip before.
You broke your hip?
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Shingles, broken hip? How old are we? God damn.
Bunch of Benjamin Buttons over here.
Fuck, the Benjamin Button podcast.
What?
Okay,
He's losing his language speech.
Aphasia setting in.
That was probably like the worst because it wasn't like
Breaking your hip.
a normal break. It was like my foot got caught in turf, and then so my thigh muscles just like ripped off a piece of my hip bone.
What?
And then
I remember this shit. It was a soccer game.
Yeah, and then
Saw that.
Thigh muscle ripped bone.
Yeah, I remember I just like tried walking it off, and then I had to immediately go back down because it was way too painful.
Shit.
And then I remember I was like centimeters off from like having surgery, and then like I also like I think like I pinched a nerve, so like on my right thigh, like a sensory nerve. So like sometimes like it just like goes numb. Like it
So
feels like it's
nowadays it
asleep.
still goes numb?
Yeah, like it's like if it's asleep or something.
God.
Damn.
And you had to get hip replacement surgery?
Yeah, I have a robotic hip.
Wow.
Can I see it?
I'm
Jeez.
kidding. No, I
Damn.
didn't get a robotic hip.
So that's the most painful thing you've ever experienced.
That sounds
Yeah.
pretty painful.
I would say
I would not want a hip.
I know, dude. The hip is everything, honestly.
Most painful thing I've ever experienced.
And it can be 2013. Este corazón.
Honestly, I would have to say
Fuck, that's crazy.
Next category.
So anyway, my number fifth
honestly-
nude was
Never experienced pain.
what is pain? Ex Machina.
He's just a clone, man.
I think breaking my finger was probably my.
Where? Let me see it. Yeah?
How did you break your finger?
Volleyball.
Volleyball? Really?
What?
Yeah.
I had to have been there.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Was that at one of the photo shoots?
No, it was at a practice, and
Dude, low key,
first up,
those
like
volleyball.
kicked my fucking ass. Like,
Bruises
that was
forever on your arms, huh?
Like I got. That was probably the most painful sport I ever been a part of.
Shut up.
Yeah, because like, For one, it was my first time ever playing court volleyball. But like I didn't.
What did you play
realize-
before that? Beach volleyball?
Beach, but just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
But like it was like my first time actually like going up against like people who like Andres and like Bradley and
So
like,
bitches. I hope you're watching this.
Shout out. No, I'm just kidding. This guy.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cody, like people who actually fucking played volleyball.
Truth.
And yeah, and like that, those fucking balls are coming at you, and like my fingers jammed up. But the way I broke it was like I went for a dive. I went for a dive, and when I dove, this hand got caught,
Oh, shit.
and I like landed right on my finger and just yeah.
So it was like a straight up like hustle play.
It was, but yes,
Sacrificing the
it was
body.
like hustle sacrifice, but wasn't even like a great sacrifice because I like didn't even hit it correctly. Like it just ended up going out.
But it was in a
anyways.
game?
No, it was in a practice game.
Oh, practice game.
But and it was like I didn't want to like show that like it was her and like just kept continuing to try to play through it. I remember just going home and like just throbbing pain and telling my mom like this shit's broken.
Fuck.
Dude, the amount of volleyball, like, your hands, if you don't know what to do with your hands,
You literally got to do finger push-ups if you're
Like,
gonna be
the
playing
amount
volleyball.
of times I've jammed my thumbs, like when you're
Yeah.
if someone goes for a spike and you're like, it's not low enough for you to like dig it, so it's like kind of face, and you have to kind of just set it off. If you don't have your like
Dude.
fingers in the right place, dude, so many times that my thumb just went.
Aside from the
back.
broken finger, like I had a really bad thumb sprain because
Yeah.
of
Yeah, dude.
setting. Yeah,
Straight up.
like it was like so purple and swollen.
Yeah.
Like never had that type of
And then-
swelling and
That
shit
shit don't
in
go
sport.
away for like 2 weeks.
Played soccer my whole life. Didn't get hurt playing soccer at all ever. Really, not
You
like
didn't
that
play
type
it
of game.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I remember one time in Folklorico, I don't know if the camera could pick this up, but that's how I lost my ring finger on my left. We were doing that. And people always used to tease me, like, those aren't real. And I said, watch this, I'll spark it up for you.
What's that basketball player's name?
Which one?
Michael
Kobe
Jordan,
The one that got mad hops.
Kobe,
Nate Robinson.
Dr.
He
J.
didn't have his ring finger or something.
Nah, you
Oh,
guys
that's
remember-
Shaquille O'Neal.
Facts.
you
You're
guys
talking
remember
about
that-
Giannis.
Oh, Aaron Gordon.
Oh. Zach Levine?
All right,
Devin
Thunder,
Booker.
Now, do you guys remember that one injury in the NCAA tournament with Louisville when his like tibia?
Kevin
snapped?
Ware.
Oh.
Dude,
no. Kevin Ware?
what's his name? Kevin Ware?
It's Devin Ware, bro.
It's not Devin
I thought it was
Ware.
underwear.
Yo, so when Underwear broke his leg,
Bro, underwear. It was a brief moment in history, but it goes down.
but everyone was saying, pray for Ware.
Pray for Ware. No, his name was Kevin Ware.
Kevin Ware.
It wasn't Devin
Look it
Ware.
up. Look it up. Can you?
It was Kevin Ware. You can trust me.
Put 50 on FanDuel on that.
No, that was a nasty injury. What do you think is the nastiest injury that ever happened on live TV?
Kevin Ware?
Kevin Ware.
Kevin Ware. And KD's going
And-
to the Suns.
Wait, let's just take a moment. That was our first real live action fact check.
That was nice. Yeah. Good shit. That was quick as hell. All right.
Facts.
Fucking sick.
He got some.
Most painful thing, though.
But I was going to say, because I remember one time this one video scarred me for life. I still think about it. I was like in middle school, and it was like a soccer game, and some dude, like, he landed on his head, and then he got up and he started like going backwards, like he was like possessed by a demon, but it was because his spinal cord was like.
remember
Remember that? And he was like going back like that, and it was really like he died.
Dude, I remember that shit.
Dude, yeah.
I remember that because like they grabbed that clipping and threw it into a video that was like ghost possessions
Yeah.
and demons,
That's
and that was one of the clips,
You
dude.
remember?
I remember
Okay,
that shit.
yeah, I think
That
that's
dude
what it
died,
was.
though?
I don't know. To be honest, I think he did. But it was on
Fact
like
check,
old
fact
YouTube. Got your work made out for you. Yeah, I'm glad you remember it because I always thought, was I dreaming that? Why would I
Oh,
dream
I
about
remember
that?
that shit.
Dude.
I remember that shit. That
Dude,
was like
old
at the inception of YouTube.
Old school YouTube videos.
Yeah, dude.
When it was like the TV logo.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That's
Do you remember
wild.
the website before YouTube? There was
Peter Answers.
There was Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
No, there was Stupid Videos. Remember Stupid Videos?
.com?
Yeah.
I think so.
It
I
would be
think
like
so.
Stupid Videos, and then it would play like a.
Oh, I remember that tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid Videos. What was I gonna say about Stupid Videos?
That was a stupid.
Oh yeah, pop-ups. Because like on MySpace, you know, like you could like. That was like your first introductory to coding. When
For
I think
real,
about
bro.
It. When remember, you had to just like go to the website and get like your background
Copy
and copy
paste.
the code, enter that shit, and then all those little gifs and shit.
Dude,
But
I
there wa-
remember like changing the code to colors and shit.
Yeah, dude. And it was funny like how the backgrounds change. Like at one point it was just like simple like patterns. It was cool.
Yeah.
And then
Mine's was always like a Dodger one.
was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I remember too. I remember figuring out how to make your own. Like so, like grabbing like an image from Google.
Oh, to
'Cause
make your own background?
To make your own background. and
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
and
dude, I
getting
remember
that
that
image
too.
code and putting it into the actual MySpace profile code.
Remember Tucson High had that one. It was like for people in the Gear Up, and it was almost like a MySpace, like for people in the Badger U.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit.
You could like make a background for that too. But back to the point of like the stupid videos. There was this one, the pop-up. There was this one video, you probably have seen it before, where it looks like a car commercial in like a valley.
Oh,
Oh,
jump
yeah,
scare.
It's
yeah,
like,
jump-
yeah, the car is going.
That's the most
down,
classic jump
whatever.
scare.
Yeah.
And-
That was like probably like the first one, huh?
Where
The
were
OG.
you when you first saw
Oh,
the jump scare?
I was
I
off
don't
my
think that was the
computer.
first one. The first one had to be the Exorcist jump scare.
Oh, that
Oh,
one,
the maze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scary
Which one
as
came
hell.
first, though? I don't know.
Probably the maze. I feel like
Probably the maze.
the
and
maze
then-
is on
and
that
then the
website,
Valley one.
albinoblacksheep.com. That's where I first saw it. Or was it Kill Some Time? Do you remember these website names?
No.
No?
Cool math for kids.
Cool math for kids. Shout out. Fun Brain.
Hey.
I remember Fun Brain.
I remember
Fun Brain.
Fun Brain.
Fun Brain.
They never finished. There was always like coming soon.
Shout out to the proxy plug. Goated always.
Yo, sometimes
Yo,
you
I
have
got
to
a
use
new
a
proxy.
Damn.
Dude, the fucking proxy. I even use those proxies at home because I had like a kid filter on.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go to the hidemyass.org or something like that, and then you put in the website just to play RuneScape.
Kids today will never know.
Oh man.
No.
What's your perspective on that?
That was before
Nah,
incognito mode. That was when we were using Internet Explorer or Firefox.
Internet
yeah,
Explorer.
actually,
Then
Firefox was like
Firefox
the goated
came.
one, but
It was
Yeah.
goated.
Explorer was like default.
Yeah.
Truth.
Facts. I think Internet Explorer is finally like done.
Yeah,
Well,
they
they-
stopped
they-
doing updates for
They
it.
changed
Yeah.
it to Edge though, right? It's like we're not doing. I think Microsoft officially went like we're not doing Explorer anymore. Now move on to Edge. So it's like
Edging.
download this thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Hella
like
edgy.
Hella.
Microsoft. That's their new engine.
I mean,
Rebrand.
I use. Do you guys use Safari
No,
mostly?
I use Safari.
Yeah.
I use Safari.
I use
Apple.
Chrome, even on my phone.
I do use Google Drive though.
I use my imagination.
Imagination. It's beautiful. Let's cut that into the clip.
So let me get
Oh,
one.
shit.
I
Oh,
have a
fuck.
couple.
Oh,
like,
shit.
At random, I'm gonna
Damn,
throw
he
up
was
a
just
couple.
sitting on
I
those.
didn't know I was coming in. Facts. Literally. I didn't know I was coming into
No
an
cap.
interrogation though.
I just want to ask you guys a question. You tell me the truth.
Shout out Glenn Beck.
Go Brandon.
Do I seem do I seem like a morning person or a night owl?
Night
You're
owl.
now at night owl.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what do you
How
consider
so?
yourself to then what you actually
Well,
are?
because you were eating a lollipop. So how many licks did it take to get to the center of the lollipop?
Let's find out.
A one.
A one, a two.
All right. So you got some questions for us, my guy? You
Yeah.
can put them on the table. It's all right, dude.
Dude.
Dude, this table is yours too.
All right. Thanks for having me. Are we gonna stick with that one? You know what? Let me just give you a new one. What has been, and this is for everybody here, all right? What has been your earliest recollection of happiness? So your earliest memory of being like happy, like your happiest moment from early. In case you didn't get the first sentence.
Can you repeat that?
I think for me, my earliest recollection might be. It might be like going camping during Easter. I used to look forward to camping with the family, and we'd go to Reddington Pass, and we would go to like this little. It was called the Buman, and the Buman was like where there would be water and waterfalls at the end of like this. Like you go through it, and I think that's my earliest memory, just because of like. Leaving on a Thursday, getting there, sleeping in a tent, having fire, eating, steaks and stuff, listening to music. There was no phones, none of that.
Call yourself a Christian? You don't even go to church on Easter?
We would leave on Saturday night to make it to church on Easter. I was always pissed about that. I wanted to stay. So that was my earliest recollection of happiness. How about you guys?
How old were you?
I think I was 9.
Holy shit.
All right.
Took me 9 years to reach that point. I was a miserable child.
I'm not gonna judge your shit. But now I might. So go ahead. Speak now.
Go big.
Go big head, go. Whoever wants to jump.
Don't.
I think as a kid, for me,
From like 10 to 12 or?
I think 9. Between 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Somewhere between 1 through 12. Mostly 9.
Actually, I'll go even further back. I was like I was big on playing with toys, and
I am now.
My guy's a late bloomer.
I didn't have a child, alright?
so for me, I think
Been in showbiz for a while now.
like getting new toys, action figures, like playing with them, creating like wars and stuff like that was just like always just so fun to me as a
So
little kid.
telling. Creating wars?
Creating wars, battle scenes.
Where do you think that came
fascist.
from? Do you think, because I used to do that
see
too,
it now.
but I think it's because like I used to watch Power Rangers and
Yeah, I think
and
like
Star
it came
Wars.
to
Toy
me, it's
Soldiers.
just like
That movie
it
was
came
good.
from Star Wars. It came from, Power Rangers. All these, actions. Thundercats, X-Men. So like it came from that.
Would you ever like name your toys after like you or any of your people you know?
Not that I remember. I just kind of, because all my action figures were basically like,
Like maybe you had a Robin, but was it Robin? I mean, who had a Robin? I did. It was actually a Batman figure I named Robin.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know me.
I kept them. I usually just kept them the same name.
My Splinter action figure was named April O'Neil.
That's what she identified as. Spoke to me. It's like, look, I'm
Someday you'll
non-binary, and I'm actually April. Okay, that's what I identify with.
Preston says, say less.
Bawa Kunga.
Oh, God.
But yeah,
Yeah, playing with toys.
playing with toys.
And just you and your imagination?
Me and my imagination.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Youngblood, G, chime in.
Want me to go?
Happiest recollection.
Hit it, yeah.
So what that means is
Repeat that one more time.
recollection. R-E. Can I have the definition of origin, please?
Greek.
No, the definition of origin.
Origin. O-R.
I would say like I have like this weird like fond memory of like every like monsoon season I would hope for it to like rain pretty hard because I had this book my nana had. It was like things to do when it rains.
He's lying.
Cap, back check.
Nah, but like it was like just like a book, you know, like that was like things to do in the rain. And I just remember like one day like just making boats.
Nana had this book called Mein Kampf.
Oh my god.
The rain is the tears of the Jews.
You want to know the real story, Lionel?
Oh my god.
Nah, but just like creating stuff from that book.
Hell yeah.
Arts and crafts. That was a big memory of mine too. Our Nana definitely did have that book. That is a fact. But every time it did rain, like I remember getting the popsicle sticks and making little rafts and having them go down the water.
What?
Yeah.
Our nana did collect a lot of.
My Nana's house, you know, it's on a hill.
Perfect.
So usually if it rains hard, there's like down by the street, the water is rushing down.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll glue popsicle sticks together and then have those rafts go down that water. It's pretty
That's
cool.
badass.
It's fun.
It's like the beginning of it, except there's no clown.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Playing in the rain.
Cap.
Cap, drought season.
Never rains.
All right, so next question. Yeah.
Well, that was good.
You had your chance.
I love your Nana, by the way. So, Cap. No, thanks for inviting me for 4th of July. That was
Hey,
that was
for
a good
sure,
time.
for sure.
That was a good time. All right, my recollect. Can you repeat that question one more time?
What has been your earliest recollection of happiness?
Is that a trick question? Nah. Earliest.
It
I
might
can't-
be a trick if you make an answer appear.
All right, trick. Nah. All right. Earliest. I wouldn't say earliest, but like
Well, that's a question.
it's hard. It's hard to understand life. I mean, I loved playing with action figures when I was young. Hot Wheels was my shit. Like I still.
Do you
to
remember
this-
your favorite is Hot Wheel?
I still have the collection. Like probably not the entire collection, but most of the cars that I.
Would you say you
own.
had the recollection?
Facts. So let me get to the question. So, I loved it when like I was just a toy head. Boy, if there could be a toy head, I was a toy head, boy.
Bro, generation.
When I
cool,
got-
I thought of that.
When I got that new gear from my mom, I was like, Mom, I got that drip now. Thank you.
drip.
I got that Hot Wheels drip.
head, big head.
Nah, but I
Big
think
head, toy head.
I don't know. I used to like make battles. Like I used to love dinosaurs and like I'd build blocks and all these things. So it was all fun and whatnot.
So your childhood prepared you for Armenia.
Facts. But I think the biggest like moment of happiness that I remember as a kid was when I opened the box for Christmas, and inside of it was a PS2.
You greedy bitch.
And my reaction to that was like what you see on like, let's say like America's Funniest Home Videos or whatever, like when those kids go ape shit. Like I never thought I would get a PS2, but when I saw that thing, I was just like crazy. Like holy
Eduardo.
Ripped it off the tag.
shit. So
That's so dope. Do you remember the first game that was with it? Like the
Tony
demo?
Hawk.
Oh, yeah, it
Sometimes
was-
it came with a demo.
it was Jack and Dexter, I believe.
Jack and Daxter?
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Or Jack and Dexter. Did you get the off-brand?
Jack and Dexter.
Jack and Dexter, bro.
Nah, it was that. Actually, it was a 2-game one. So it came with 2 controllers, and it came with that and Gran Turismo 3. And
Oh,
that,
fuck.
dude, I was on that all day, every day.
Are you gonna go my way?
Ooh,
Remember that
What that
opening?
soundtrack?
Yeah.
And then the freaking
Dude, the graphics on that game alone.
dude,
Dude, the
Fuck.
PS2 was.
the
PS2.
PS2. That intro to a game, the little sound, the choo, like I can't make that sound, but freaking it was so ASMR. Yeah. That
Wait,
one.
remind me. The PlayStation 2. What was the console? What console?
Sony.
No, I know, no. But what did it look like again?
It was black. It was like a
It was like a block.
box,
And it had like
black.
the line.
Oh, okay.
and it's like it was
okay.
so sick
Yes,
because
that
like
one
it was the
good.
first console that like
PlayStation-
Was a DVD player
the
plus
PlayStation-
a
it
CD
has a
player.
DVD,
The
CD,
PlayStation 1 was the gray one.
Yeah.
right?
With
That you
two big
press and it
buttons.
opens up.
Yes.
Yeah, open up. Okay.
Yeah.
But the PS2 was
That's
sick
cool.
because it had the
Yeah, the
freaking
PS2 was-
Jedi. Put that down. The Jedi shit of like the blue and green color of that.
Yeah, yeah.
Sick. And then you press the damn button and then
Yeah.
it automatically opens like
Yeah.
that. No console had that before.
Yeah.
So then
Well,
you
no
put the
other
disc.
console had the capabilities of playing DVDs either.
True.
Right.
So,
So
that,
that was like-
Dreamcast, no?
No.
Nah.
CDs?
No. Oh, I don't know. CDs maybe. I remember that.
Because I remember sometimes putting in the CD like
Yo, the Dreamcast was low key dope.
the Dreamcast was super dope. I never had one. My cousin had one, and it was all like Capcom. Like, remember we were talking about it?
But I remember when we had the Dreamcast,
Mm.
we had bought the gun so we could play House of the Dead.
Dang.
And so like it was almost like being at the arcade.
That's
having the gun.
crazy.
So like that made the Dreamcast like next level.
That game gave me nightmares, bro.
Dude,
That
I
game was
couldn't play
sick.
that shit.
I had to. It was always at the Kmart. Remember when Kmart was next to Walmart on Valencia?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the Lowe's is right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
There was a Kmart right there, and they had like the House of the Dead. And I walked by it. Ugh, scary. Devil. Yeah, no, PS2 is game changer, bro.
Dude, that
Made you
was-
feel like an adult. I remember going to Blockbuster and renting.
Made you feel like a big boy.
Yeah, renting Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
That was the first movie I ever saw on the, and watched it in my room by myself.
Damn. Toretto.
Yeah, bro. The first one. You never thought there would be a whole series still going on now.
For reals.
Favorite
God
game
damn.
though. Favorite game.
Favorite
'Cause
game?
mine
For
was
what console?
PS2. Because the game that you probably played, let's say, the most. Because when I got FIFA 06,
Probably FIFA for me.
bro, I was
FIFA's always
playing
been top
FIFA
game.
nonstop. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit. Like,
But
nonstop.
me and my brother did play Gauntlet Legends on the Dreamcast
Mm.
for hella days.
Is that your favorite of all time game?
favorite all-time game? Will have to be Turok on Nintendo.
Ooh,
64.
Damn.
Wow.
Throwback.
PS2 favorite game? Mine was, it's called SSX Tricky.
Which one was that?
It's like,
That was that Playboy Mansion game, huh?
no, I wanted to play that one. Leisure Suit Larry? No, they had one called the Guy Game.
What?
Yeah, there was this one called the Guy Game, and it's just
Dude.
trivia questions, but like it's like Girls Gone Wild.
What?
So
That's wild.
yeah, it just had clips of like girls
How did you rent
flashing
that
their
from
titties.
Blockbuster?
I didn't rent
He
that
went
one.
to Hollywood Video.
You were one of those.
Yeah, they were both right next to each other, just like Kmart and Walmart. There was Blockbuster in Hollywood.
Yo,
Damn.
it was funny because like growing up, like my dad only really took us to Blockbuster, and then every time I was with Jesse, we would always go to Hollywood Video.
So you associated Hollywood with being ghetto?
Yeah.
I know
If
what you
you're
mean,
watching
bro.
this, Jesse. No,
Yo, but it was cool. I always thought Hollywood Video was really cool.
I always thought Hollywood Video was also like the lesser. Blockbuster was like, I don't know.
Kinda
There really was. Was
foochie-woochie.
there even a difference? But it felt like there was, huh?
No, I think Hollywood Video had lower prices, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. But no, that SSX game, it stand for like snowboard supercross.
I know exactly what you're talking
So,
about.
and it was made by EA Sports Big. Remember
Dude,
that? They're the
EA
same ones that
Sports
made Street,
Yeah.
NFL
EA Sports
Street.
Big was on. Yeah, it was
EA Sports Big.
Yeah.
Or
NFL Street, even FIFA Street was
FIFA Street was sick.
so
did you
sick.
guys ever play the NCAA football games?
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, like in the
Mascot.
beginning when it would start,
All the mascot games are sick.
it would first show like a clip of some like fans from some school. They'd be like, Purdue, whatever.
Like the
it's in the
game day-
game.
the
It's
game
in the
day
game.
videos.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then it'd be
shit,
like
yeah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Oh, you said that
And
right.
you would have to.
That was really good.
You would have to restart it
Doesn't
like.
care.
He doesn't. You can be a voice actor. I don't care. I don't care.
I've heard that before. You would. I remember one time I really wanted to see if there was like an Arizona fan once. I must have restarted the game like 25 times, bro. And like the 26th time, I was about to give up, and I started it, and it was like the Wildcat cheerleaders in Wilbur, and it's like EA Sports. It's in the game.
bro. Congrats.
Hey,
That's
thank
great,
you.
man. You're hired.
Oh man,
I think I remember. I do remember that. What year was that?
this one was 03.
Oh, 06, he said.
That was FIFA 06.
Get your stories right.
It was 03.
I was testing you guys.
Yeah. And then you could play as the mascots.
Playing the mascots
Yeah,
was
the
always the
mascots.
best.
Dude, that was the best.
Who was your favorite team on mascots? Because I remember Syracuse is a straight up orange.
It was a straight up little orange man.
Stanford, just a tree.
Dude,
Oh, that's
I
true.
think my
Oh, was
favorite
there
was
a tree
playing
in
with
that one?
Yeah.
Michigan Spartans.
the Spartan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spartan.
Nah, my favorite was obviously Wilbur.
Yeah, Wilbur's.
But man.
Playing against the devil.
Mm-hmm.
What's his
Sparky.
name?
Sparky. You know what? That like in a way kind of helped me like learn my states.
Yeah, I did.
You know,
Facts.
like facts as fuck. Like
100.
because just I've always liked the college sports because of that. It feels like there's like little like identities, like people.
Well,
like
how
on
do you
that
think
place.
college sports is now? I feel like it's
Dude,
changed
we
so
were-
much.
Me and Preston were getting into this like this
Dude,
let's
week.
get into
let's
it.
save it for the podcast.
Yeah, let's get into it. I want you to get in. Get in now. What do you need? I'll lube it up for you.
Well,
way more than that.
I mean, so that's my nostalgic view of it. What it is now is so different, but
If you can describe it in one word, how would you describe it?
lucrative.
what's happening now in college sports?
Yeah.
That's a good word.
I would double down on that. Yeah.
Well, you can't come up with your own word.
If someone has a good word, why not back it?
Well, I think there's many ways to describe the NCAA. So I would like
Go
to
money getting better today, yeah.
false ass.
Yes.
Yeah, it's different. It's for sure different.
Wow.
It's not the same.
It's obviously not, and how do you feel about UCLA and USC leaving? You know that we're
That's some
following.
bullshit.
Arizona's going now too.
To the Big Ten.
Nah,
For just basketball
so
or all sports?
This is all.
sports.
It has to be all sports. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was purely football, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But the Pac-12, outside of football and basketball, is such a big conference with all other athletics that like other sports programs can't compete. Like let's say track, swimming, whatever, water polo, all these different things. Like the Pac-12 is like heavy. Like they got the talent. Like other conferences, like they're good at football and basketball per se, but
Baseball.
that's it. Baseball maybe, but
Dude, the
they
Midwest
can't compete
is,
with other
is
stuff.
hella strong in baseball.
Yeah, but
Oklahoma.
And,
yeah,
and
dude.
softball.
the thing is like
Yeah.
Same.
the thing is now because I've been reading a lot about it this past week, like because USC and UCLA, which are huge markets in the Pac-12, clearly LA market. Because they're going now to the Big Ten, now like the Big 12 is trying to figure out what the fuck to do. The ACC is trying to figure out, and the Pac-12. So there's rumors going around that they're either the Pac-12 is going to cherry pick from the Big 12, Big 12 is going to cherry pick from the Pac-12, or there might be a huge like super merger between ACC, Big 12, and Pac-12 of
Champions
like
League.
the best teams from those leagues
That would
coming
be
together.
sick. That'd be
cool.
sick.
So with that said, now imagine like when so like just think of March Madness. There's no way that like if once all these teams are in these mega conferences that like they're gonna have like these automatic qualifiers.
That's what they should call it. The mega conference.
Mega conference. There's no way that like you're gonna get like this little team from the Sun Belt, like their fucking conference champion is gonna be. It's like they're not even gonna have probably a tournament in the future like that where like everybody's invited. It's just gonna be like, why? You're just gonna have like a champion from this mega conference. Imagine
That's
like,
all we're
be
gonna care about.
Yeah, we're gonna be when we're in the mega conference, assuming Arizona gets in. It's gonna be like
We used to talk
you're playing against like Kansas already. You're playing against
Yeah, the big teams.
it's gonna be the best conference for basketball at least.
Facts.
And
Well, Duke,
and
we'll
there-
see what happens to Duke with Coach K gone, but
yeah, it's gonna
but
make
still,
no
though.
sense to like have all these little teams like even participate because the conference is gonna just probably look after their own. Why would they sacrifice like, it's just and then plus I mean. The people that are even going to like school to college in general are just going because like what can the brand like get you in NIL? So
Yeah.
like you're not gonna go to a little small school like that and be the big fish. You're gonna go to U of A because it's a brand that's going to like you're gonna be able to just rep Arizona because it's not even about anything other than Arizona has. I forget I read, but like they're always like top 5 in like national like brands.
Arizona?
Yeah, at least top 5. I know Louisville and Kentucky are up there as well. Louisville. But like even look at like North Carolina and Duke in the ACC. North Carolina's going to be leaving like to the SEC maybe.
potentially.
So
Yeah.
it's like
They're looking at Clemson, Florida State,
Mhm.
Miami.
I think we would have already been invited if Arizona's football program was decent.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because
Our
at the end of the
football
day,
program
football
hurts.
is the biggest sport in this country.
I mean, as of right now, like how it's going down,
It's
it's
going
like
down, bro.
Yeah, I
how
think it is.
Oregon and Washington are, even though they're rivals, they would be grouped together. So whatever happens to one of them is going to happen to the other one. So if Oregon goes to someplace, Washington's in that. And then they call Arizona and Arizona State the Arizona schools. So we're grouped together no matter what. And then Stanford and Cal are grouped together. So it's like those are the couples of like wherever the fuck they're going.
See, I'm fine if it goes like that, because then like it still keeps like the rivalries there. Because I feel like that's like the only downside is like, all right, you're losing like years of rivals.
Mhm.
Like you kind of lose the heart of
Yeah.
the fans in a way like that.
Yeah.
And imagine like you're on the East Coast and there's gonna be like this conference game. We're
Yeah,
playing
like, how the
whatever,
fuck are you
right?
gonna
It's gonna
travel?
start like at fucking either super late
Or super.
where like those people on the East Coast are gonna have to like watch a game that starts at 11 or something.
Now they
or
would
like
have to
start super early, like
super
at
early.
3.
Yeah.
That's fucking whack.
Well, like I
Facts.
think it would have to be like if they're playing a team that's on the East Coast, like a West Coast team, they would be doing
Which is fine, like if it's like, because out of conference, but it's gonna be like that's gonna be on the regular.
Yeah.
And imagine all the travel.
Well, the thing is, because did you read the article that I sent you? It's like they would
Tell me.
if they were to. So you did it now.
Summarize it.
Summarize for those who didn't read it.
Can you paraphrase?
So at the end of the day, like if they were to group the conferences, like they would still group them by like sections. So let's say they were to do like the 3 divisions in the
I
conference.
think we should be called the Sexy Southwest Conference.
Yes. They would still group
That's
the conferences. They would still group the conferences
That's
by
it.
location. So it's just like if the Pac-12, the teams that stay grouped, let's say if they were to be a merger, they would be like, let's say on the Pacific Division, and then there'd be a Mountain Division, and then an East Division, and then like you would play everybody in that division, and then maybe 2 people.
I
in
thought they
another
did that
division.
already though.
They
Because
kind
we
of-
had
well,
the Pac-12 South and the Pac-12
Exactly.
North.
So it'd be exactly that, but
It
now-
doesn't even match up geographically anymore. Let's just forget that.
forget that.
Let's just forget it.
Forget it, man.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Man. Just forget about
You
it.
know what? It's breaking my balls. This whole topic is breaking my balls here.
How that pizza taste? What would you rate it?
It's a margarita pizza. It's the best. Listen to like to me, it's starting to like we're seeing it, and it's a little sad because I'm just like thinking of like the old fucking games, right? That had like that nostalgia to me, like learning my cities, learning my capitals, different schools, their fight songs. I feel like that's all gonna be super, super meaningless in the future, not so distant future, and it's just gonna be like it's just amateur. It's like amateur, which is good for them. Like, what a great time to be a fucking athlete.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks for everybody before them that missed out, but like it's great for now. But it's just I don't know. Like an old head once told me the other day, like, what happened to For the Love of the Game? It's like, yeah.
Stan?
How about that money?
Nah, it's my dad. Yeah, it's like it was always kind of for the love of the game, but like if you're actually good at it, it's not really. It's for the fucking try to make it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
the love of the game is like when you're fucking playing on the 4th of July with your friends. That's the love of the game right there.
Yeah. But it's weird because I mean back in the day it was more like that. Like
It felt like it, right? Like people chose, like Rob Gronkowski chose Arizona because of the, the love of the game and the culture here.
Party
You think he
culture.
would have chosen Arizona if like now you can make NIL money? Not like he needs it, but
Yeah, I mean
well, I don't know. That's just an example
but
of
the entire
what I chose to say. But
I don't know. Truly, like if you're recruiting, what are you saying now?
exactly,
You know?
you're
So-
saying come here to make money. Every fucking player on the Arizona basketball team right now has some sort of NIL. Even the women,
even
which is great. But like, even like every sport,
They get it too?
the children too. It's just insane. I mean, it's just a whole different world.
It is, for sure.
I feel like college and then college sports are like becoming separate. Like who you are as an athlete at that college, what you representative of the college, to the actual college itself, and that experience is like starting to become way different because that's like a business now. It's always been a business, let's be honest, but now it's like even more lucrative with like TV rights and all this stuff. And then people are just going to college for academics. They're like 2 different bubbles now, like even more and more and more. But I think it's because I think it's like now how society is going, like a lot of people are not even going to college anymore. Like clearly a lot of people are, but like people are doing YouTube and all these different things, and it's like now it's like easier to attain like money, funds in different ways. You don't have to go to college. So it's like for the athletes, yeah, I'm gonna get my way based off of what I can bring to the table. I'm an athlete, hell yeah, I'm gonna get my money this way. So it's like the whole system is just being shaken right now. So it's like, what is college in the future? You know, like you can YouTube shit nowadays. So it's just like, is
Yeah.
like college athletics just
Masterclass.
So it's like college athletics just entertainment now. Pretty much it is,
Kind
right?
of, yeah.
So that's what it's turning into, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So conferences and geography and all that in regards to like where you're playing and proximity probably just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Doesn't matter, dude.
Nope.
So
So,
Just bring back the NCAA games. That's all I ask.
yeah.
Dude, I'll
At least we're gonna get that, huh? What would your younger self not believe about yourself today?
My younger self would not believe that ego death was possible.
My regular self can't even believe that. Explain.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my younger self would have never imagined experiencing what ego death feels like.
So, what is ego death?
Ego death is like the incineration of basically like,
The NCAA?
yeah.
ego death.
Ego death.
Big.
I think
Ego death. It's
in
in
the
the brain.
I don't know. I think it's just, for one, it's just like literally just doing too many drugs. It's obviously drug induced, but it's just your mind.
You're talking
Basic-
more like shrooms or like
Like psychedelics.
psychedelics, hallucinogen.
Yeah.
That Joe Rogan.
Just like a lot of like serotonin type of stuff, dopamine. But I think like, I mean, like my younger self would have never imagined experiencing what it feels like to like completely kind of like feel your most inner dark emotions and face them and feel them, and then like realize like I don't know, like I guess like gratitude in a way, like it like experiencing ego death is like truly like understanding gratitude and what being grateful is, being humble.
Ego death is literally the death of your ego.
Yeah, it's literally the death of your ego.
It was like a band.
I can't believe they got together.
I experienced ego death, and that shit is crazy.
Huh? Sorry, my eardrums are still blown out from ego death.
Listen to them on Spotify.
I went to the Desert Museum, saw eagle death.
Oh god.
Lego my ego.
It's a black eagle, red beak.
Yeah.
Young blood.
I would say seeing Hayden Christensen return as Anakin.
Yo,
Hot take.
my younger self could not believe there would even be like movies after episode 3.
Shit, I thought we were going deep here.
I didn't know Drake would put out that album.
Can I take it back?
Dance album?
Can I change my answer?
What?
I'm cutting
Yeah.
it out. I'm cutting this my segment out.
Between Hayden and Eagle Death, fuck.
No, but on a serious note, I would probably say
Well, that was a good answer.
That was.
my, I guess, career choice. Mostly like myself and probably like everyone around me thought I was pretty dead set on becoming like an athlete or something in that field. And then this drastic change of me getting into like film and me wanting to pursue that, like that's something I wouldn't believe when I was younger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I always wanted to be an athlete too.
Same.
We all wanted to be athletes. I really thought I was going to be a professional baseball player.
What team? Would you what would be your dream team to play for?
As a kid, I always wanted to play for the Diamondbacks.
The D-backs.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even exist until 2001 or 2000.
Bro, I was only a kid since 9. Do the math, all right?
You were born at 9.
Goo goo gaga.
Happiness.
I'm happy.
I'm happy.
I was born at camp.
Happy.
Happy Easter. Eagle death. No, but on a serious note, I probably wouldn't believe that I'm like just like a non-believer of the Christian faith. For me, that is the biggest thing I've always dealt with, and always was scared of people like me. And then I was scared of taking that step to actually admit it to myself that what I always thought was real isn't. And it's still scary today because it kind of leaves you in this state of vulnerability and not feeling special in a way. And
You're special to me.
Thank you, bro. See, you're all special to me too, and I'm special to my own self. But just you have safety in thinking of a life after this, and there's no going back for me as much as I would like to comfort myself. So that's we're a place where I never thought I would ever be like this. I thought even at some points maybe even being a pastor or something. But I always thought also I thought I would by now be married and have kids and have a house and shit like that. So I think my younger self would maybe not recognize who I am, but all of that took place to get me to where I am now. It's just I don't know if I could convince my younger self that it's for the better that you end up like this.
Yeah.
I think he wouldn't understand. But I would tell him hey, believe in it as long as you can, because once you find out Santa's not real, there's no more presents from him. It's all from your parents, right? And I'm glad that I found out that the presents were from my parents, because then you realize those great gifts that you got were because of the hard work that your parents spent to buy them, instead of where I used to be Mom, you don't have to get me anything. I'm going to ask for Santa to get it for me. Okay. And then you realize oh shit, all those times going to sleep.
You inconsiderate.
Seriously, going to sleep and waking up and there's presents. And I swear one time I heard something on the roof. So imagine a tenfold that, thinking that you heard God speak to you. And how just the climate of this country, how so many people feel like that, it's kind of scary. And that are full-blown adults that still believe like that. I think that's Ego Death, the sequel, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. I didn't know you were chill like that.
All right. And now your closer for tonight.
All right, guys. Glad you made it through all that shit.
Now it's time for some real shit. Just pull out that rosary for us.
Nombre del Padre, Hijo del Espíritu. No. I mean, one thing.
Do you want me to repeat the question again?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
All right.
Thank
If
you.
you had a recollection.
R-E. Nah, I mean,
Got it.
I was always, I don't know, man, because I was always open to the possibilities of life. Like, but I always kind of, like, I was with Preston in the sense of, like, I always kind of envisioned having, like, wife, kids, and, like,
You were born at
always-
9?
I was born at 10. Mano de Dios, Maradona. Nah, but on some real
laugh
stuff,
at
like
you.
I thought I was gonna go through a path that, like, you know, you hit your points, right? Like, you hit your elementary, you get your good grades, and, like, you're a good student, all this stuff. You go to high school, you're baller soccer player, you're like one of the main dudes on the team, and then you go to the University of Arizona, and, like,
Right, that's where you end up going.
and then, like, yes. But then, like, you go to that University of Arizona, you potentially be, no, in your head back in the day, you're an athlete there too on the U of A basketball team. But then you also want to be on the Argentina professional soccer team because that's also your dream. And then, but yeah, like, telling my younger self, you're not going to the U of A. You're not going to the university. You're not a Wildcat. Like,
You'll never get an associate's.
like, that to me is
Pack
something.
your bags. You're going to Armenia.
No, but really though, that to me, like, trying to tell my, like,
If
my
you
younger
can, bring an
self,
AK-47.
start doing your firing practice. You gonna need it. Nah. But probably telling my younger self, like, you know, the path that you expect in life, the clear-cut path that you think you're gonna go on, is not what you're gonna do. Like, you're not gonna go to U of A. You're not going to, like,
You're not going to be able to say the N-word around your friends all the time anymore.
you.
Negro
Self-reflection.
death.
Self-reflection. Oh my god. Nah, but then be like, you know, you're not gonna be an athlete. Like, I'm still playing sports, but you're not gonna be, like, you know, pro athlete at something. And then
You won't be eating as good.
you won't be eating that good either.
How much do you weigh, kid?
But
At 25 to that? Get used to it.
but nah, like, telling myself that I'm not gonna be doing the things that I always thought I was gonna be doing in life. You know, doing Disney with you at sophomore year of college, and then going directly to LA to then study design, and then, like, 4 years later it didn't pan out the way I thought it was, so then I went to Tucson again, and then a few months later I go to Armenia for 3 years. Like, I never expected any of that, and, like, how would I tell my younger self that all that's gonna happen? So it's like, you know, I think one of those things is just like, yeah, how the freak do I tell my younger self that? Can't.
Can, bro.
So that's the thing. I don't know. The question was, what did you
Expectations,
expecting?
man. Like, you can't have them, really.
So,
You know, I think they are a anchor of.
Anchor!
They're an anchor of limitations.
true though. Yeah.
You know, like, I think it's important to set goals and be forward thinking, but at the same time, like, expectation weighs a lot, and, like, that's one thing that, like, I think brought me down back to earth, was, like, realizing, like, all these expectations I put on myself, like, ended up being the thing that, like, tore me apart, you know, and, like,
Everything you've done has brought you right back to me.
it's destiny. But yeah, it's a good question, Press.
I think
It's
that's
a good
facts.
it's a good question.
Have you had the experience of, let's say, everything that you wanted, like, let's say what you expected in your life, came to you, but not in a way that you expected? Like, and it was everything that you kind of wanted, but in a different way.
I would say so.
Like
I think like
yeah.
because I think to some degree
No.
there is
years old.
this power. I think there is this power of manifestation. Like everything that I ever wanted has come in some shape or form.
Oh yeah.
I knew it, damn it.
Son of a bitch.
Was it shaped like this?
Well, that depends. Was it before
Got him.
or after? Oh gosh. But yeah, I mean, I think I believe to some extent like the power of manifestation and like telling yourself like, you know, this is what I want, these are the things I want to achieve, and then telling yourself that you can do it. I think within time and patience, consistency, discipline, hard work, all that shit, like all that stuff comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It comes hard. Fail fast.
Fail fast.
Fail fast like that microphone, baby. God damn, that microphone better chill.
Chill, daddy.
Daddy
chill. Daddy chill.
Oh damn. Facts. Good point.
Yeah.
I had no goals, bro. I really just went with the flow, and that's partially because I thought all I had to do was my best, because I thought I was on like a track, but not of my own will. You know what I mean? I really felt like
You were in God's plan.
I was. Straight up.
Right
So
to the point.
Yeah.
Got him.
I mean, I never wanted a traditional job. I either wanted to be a professional athlete or folklorico dancer in Mexico.
Or pastor.
Or a pastor. Oh, God.
Pastor P.
I don't know. It's kind of
Bless,
wild.
boy.
Bless. You hear me? You did this! Oh, God. Psychology class fucked me up for the better. Just think, like, when you, like, look up and you're like, thank you. What about people that are, if we're in a fucking globe, we're just looking up. There's no north, south, east, or west in this universe. We're looking up to the sky, but, like, on the other side, people are looking up, too.
Nah, bro, the earth is flat.
You know that?
I didn't know that. I just got here.
Damn.
Denied for a minute.
That's something you learn from 1 to 8.
What sound does the letter make? Fuck, wow. I don't know. Youngblood?
I mean, yeah.
What was the question?
Wrap us up, young bud. Wrap us up.
Take us out.
Take us out.
Put
Well,
that gun away.
Final,
Relevant.
Do it. Do it. I need to know if he's real.
it's not the Jedi way.
Take us out, Youngblood.
Master Annie, what do we do?
final words. Final words.
Yeah. That should be a good segment. Final words.
Shit.
Say it for the podcast.
It was a good talk. It was a good talk. That's all I gotta say.
Final words.
This is a viable episode. Let's keep it. Abort it.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Roe vs. Wade.
But it's my choice.
Overturned.
Litigation.
No, wait, what?
No, it's Roe Wade. Nah,
canceled.
real talk. Go like and subscribe Ego Death on Spotify. They're a really sick band. And I love this first talk with the homeboys. It was like we're all back in high school, and my guy had long hair, and he was still 13 years old. But now he has long hair, and he's of
Let's fact
age.
check.
Fact check.
That is facts, though.
All right, yeah. That wraps it up. Ego Death. Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Later.